Hi, and a very warm welcome to this video tutorial. I'm Chris Watson from Endor Learn and Develop, and we're a specialist provider of behaviourally based learning services. During the programme today, we're going to focus on developing a deeper understanding of what's been called the language of work. Suggested that there may be a disconnect between the day-to-day skills needed by employees in an organisation and what some young people are regarding as valuable when they leave education. So here at Endor Learn and Develop, we've been really interested in exploring whether or not this is actually the case. Each year, we're lucky enough to work with hundreds of workplace learners, providing them with practical ideas to extend the performance in role. And there's one exercise in particular that may provide clues as to what employees themselves regard as valuable at work. And it's called the Caribbean Holiday Challenge. And we've probably run this exercise hundreds of times with many different groups and every conceivable department, but we always get the same results. So what's the exercise? Well, we ask each person to imagine that they've won a 6-month, all expenses paid holiday of a lifetime to the Caribbean. As part of the conditions of the luxury break, they must help to appoint someone to do their job, i.e. someone who's going to provide cover for the period of time that they are away. Now, getting this right is critical because their professional reputation and their income is going to be determined by the caliber and the quality of the person that's employed to backfill for their position. Now, the only way that they can find this person is to identify potential candidates through an online recruitment portal that human resources have already set up. They've also completed most of the job advert for each person with information about the organisation, how to go about applying, but they've asked the winner of the holiday to select the 10 best words that they can think of to describe what the ideal candidate will look like, i.e. the person best suited and best able to fulfill the requirements of their own role while they're away. So we then ask people to take a few minutes to reflect on what these 10 words would be, i.e. the words that they would use to describe the skills and approaches of a peak performer in their role. So let's take a look at what happens when we run this exercise. And this was filmed at a recent meeting of the Chartered Management Institute, with apologies for the quality of the clip. And I want you to think about the attributes of a peak performer in role, whatever it is you do. Whether you work in logistics, whether you're in HR, whether you're a line manager, whether you work in recruitment, what are the qualities and the attributes of a peak performer? Flexible, fantastic.
I've got communicator.
Communicator.
Approachable.
Lovely.
I've got self-motivated. I've got similar as can do.
Can do, yeah, can do assets. Nice.
And motivator.
Motivator, right, yeah.
Mentor.
Lovely.
Humble.
Humble, okay, great.
An innovator.
Innovator, yeah, good creativity is nice. Reliable, nice.
Confident.
Confident. I'm actually going to stop you there, if that's it. Unless someone's got a real burning one, you know, this is critical for success in my role. This burning one that I haven't managed to share yet.
Well, you're going to hate me for saying it, but I would say objective.
Objective. Oh, okay. No, I think that's a fantastic aspiration.
We have sense of humour.
Sense of humour, yeah, definitely. Oh, now, I will stop there on that little funny bone, because it's a really interesting thing that happens. What you've provided is probably an even higher percentage than what normally happens with this exercise. The feedback is captured, as you saw, on a flip chart, but unknown to the group, the facilitator splits the responses into two columns. So attitude and approach-based responses are positioned on the left-hand side of the flip chart, and technical skills and knowledge-based responses are located on the right-hand side of the flip chart. As you'll have seen, the vast majority of the responses captured every single time with this exercise always relate to attitude and approach, and not to technical skills or even knowledge-based aspects. In fact, typically we tend to get a result of 80-20, with 80% of responses relating to attitude and approach. And that suggests that these are the themes that employees value the most in their own work practices. Yet here's the perversity. Traditionally, companies have tended to recruit based on things that they can find evidence about. So knowledge, experience, technical abilities. Now, it's true that all of these are important and all of these will get you to the door. However, what seems to happen is once you're in the door, these become less and less important in terms of your professional reputation and how promotable you become.